Now we will talk about chapter 24, attendance of persons confined or detained in prisons. Section 301 talks about definitions. 302, power to require attendance of prisoners. 303, power of state government or central government to exclude certain persons from operation of section 302. 304 section talks about officer in charge of prison to obtain from carrying out order in certain contingencies. 305 talks about prisoner to be brought to court in custody. 306 power to issue commission for examination of witness in prison. Chapter 25 talks about evidence in inquiry and trials. A says mode of taking and recording evidence. Section 307 language of courts. 308 evidence to be taken in presence of accused. 309 record in summons cases and inquiries. 3010 record in warrant cases. 311 record in trial before court of session. 312 language of record of evidence. 313 talks about procedure in regard to such evidence when completed. 314 interpretation of evidence to accused or his advocate. 315 remarks respecting demeanor of witness. 316 record of examination of accused. 317 interpreter to be bound to interpret truthfully. 318 record in high courts. B says commissions for the examination of witnesses. Section 319 says one attendance of witness may be dispensed with and commission issued. 320 talks about commission to whom to be issued. 321 execution of commissions. 322 parties may examine witnesses. 323 return of commission. 324 adjournment of proceeding. 325 execution of foreign commissions. 326 deposition of medical witness. 327 identification report of magistrate. 328 evidence of officers of mint. 329 reports of certain government scientific experts. 330 no formal proof of certain documents. 331 affidavit in proof of conduct of public servants. 332 evidence of formal character on affidavit. 333 authorities before whom affidavits may be shown. 334 previous conviction or acquittal how proved. 335 record of evidence in absence of accused. 336 evidence of public servants, experts, police officers in certain cases. Now we will talk about chapter 26, general provisions as to inquiries and trials. Section 337 talks about person once convicted or acquitted not to be tried for same offense. 338 appearance by public prosecutors. 339 permission to conduct prosecution. 340 right of person against whom proceedings are instituted to be defended. 341 legal aid to accused at state expense in certain cases. 342 procedure when corporation or registered society is an accused. 343 tender of pardon to accomplice. Section 344 talks about power to direct tender of pardon. 345 trial of person not complying with conditions of pardon. 346 power to postpone or adjourn proceedings. 347 local inspection. 348 power to summon material witness or examine person present. 349 power of magistrate to order person to give specimen signatures or handwriting etc. 350 expenses of complainants and witnesses. 351 power to examine accused. 352 oral arguments and Memorandum of Arguments 353 accused person to be competent witness. 354 no influence to be used to induce disclosure. 355 provision for inquiries and trial being held in absence of accused in certain cases. 356 inquiry, trial or judgment in absentia of proclaimed offender. 357 procedure where accused does not understand proceeding. 358 power to proceed against other persons appearing to be guilty of offense. 359 compounding of offenses. 360 withdrawal from prosecution. 361 procedure in cases which magistrate cannot dispose of. 362 procedure when after commencement of inquiry or trial magistrate find case should be committed. 363 trial of persons previously convicted of offenses against coinage, stamp law or property. 364 procedure when magistrate cannot pass sentence sufficiently served. 365 conviction or commitment on evidence partially recorded by one magistrate and partially by another. 366 court to be opened. Now we will talk about section chapter 27. It says provisions as to accused persons of unsound mind. Section 367 talks about procedure in case of accused being person of unsound mind. 368 procedure in case of person of unsound mind tried before court. 369 release of person of unsound mind proceeding investigation or trial. 370 resumption of inquiry or trial. 371 procedure on accused appearing before magistrate of court. 372 when accused appears to have been of sound mind. 373 judgment of acquittal on ground of unsoundness of mind. 378 person acquitted on ground of unsoundness of mind to be detained in safe custody. 375 power of state government to empower officer in charge to discharge. 376 procedure where prisoner of unsound mind is reported capable of making his defense. 377 procedure where person of unsound mind detained is declared fit to be released. 378 delivery of person of unsound mind to care of relative or friends. Now we will talk about chapter 28 provisions as to offenses affecting the administration of justice. 379 procedure in cases mentioned in section 125 215. 380 appeal. 380 on power to order costs. 382 procedure of magistrate taking cognizance. 383 summary procedure for trial for giving false evidence. 384 procedure in certain cases of competent. 385 procedure where court consider that case should not be dealt with under section 384. 386 when registrar or sub-registrar to be deemed a civil court. 387 discharge of offender on submission of apology. 388 imprisonment or committal of person refusing to answer or produce document. 389 summary procedure for punishment for non-attendance by a witness in obedience or to summons. 390 appeals from conviction under section 383, 384, 388 and 389. 391 certain judges and magistrates not to try certain offences when committed before themselves. Now we will talk about chapter 29, the judgment. Section 392 talks about judgment. 393 language and contents of judgment. 394 order for notifying address of previously convicted offenders. 395 order to pay compensation. 396 victim compensation scheme. 397 treatment of victims. 398 witness protection scheme. 399 compensation to persons groundlessly arrested. 400 talks about order to pay cost in non-cognizable cases. 401 order to release on probation of good conduct or after admonition. 402 talks about special region to be recorded in certain cases. 403 court not to alter judgment. 404 copy of judgment to be given to accused and other persons. 405 judgment when to be translated. 406 court of session to send copy of finding and sentence to district magistrate.